Hey, it's Ken Rosengren, and let's talk real estate. So it's our weekly update of what's going on in the market. We're in a little bit of a different time right now um, because of what's going on with the stay home, stay safe in Oregon, stay home, stay healthy in Washington. And we're starting to see some significant changes in the market because of this. And what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen. What I'm going to do is share with you a few things that we need to look at. Okay, so let me pull a screen over. What we do on a weekly basis is we look at numbers. The best way to help you as a buyer or a seller or even a real estate investor is for us to keep our information straight and keep us informed of what the market is actually doing. Now, most real estate agents will look at a report that comes from the multiple listing service, and they'll look at it on a monthly basis. We actually look at it on a weekly basis. And right now, because of the change in market, we're actually looking at it on a daily basis. And I can show you that as well. So here's what's going on. We're going to talk about Clark County first. Okay, in Clark County, we've got some numbers that we have here. We have new listings. We have the important ones are going to be the new listings. We're going to talk about pendings, and we're going to talk about solds, and we're going to talk about what the ramifications are and what's kind of happening and everything else. So let's talk about the new listings. So what does that mean? So we track our numbers two ways. We track it on the past 30 days, and then we also track our numbers on a 7-day period. And we can see that if we really go back to the beginning of the year, okay, we see an upward trend of the market is going up in listings. We're taking more and more listings are coming on the market, and they keep showing up, they keep showing up, they keep showing up, and we keep increasing that number. We went up, flat, kind of went up, but flattened out a little bit, and then up and up and up and again. Now, when we look at the 30-day trend, it's a little deceiving, okay, because when we come down here, and the blue is the 7 days, when we look at the blue ones, the 7-day trend, we're kind of up and down just a little bit throughout the year. Then we have, starting in February, we had more and more and more listings. And then last week, we came down a little bit. This week, we came down significantly for the week, okay? I would say on the 23rd, we were around 270 listings for the past 7 days. For those 7 days, and then we're under 250. So I would say that's probably about 180, 190 listings. That's definitely a big change in what's going on. It brings us back into the February market. I think we're also going to see it coming down a little bit more as we get further in. So it just means that we have less homes on the market. Okay, and we're going to have to take a look at that for Clark County. So now the next thing that we want to look at is pendings. Now these are homes that are being accepted. They have accepted offers, and it was going up. It kind of dipped a little bit, went back up, and now it's dipping a little bit. And we look at the 7 days, the same thing. But if we go back to February 24th, where we started just under 250, and then we were at 250, then we were up a little bit above, then a little bit higher above, then we came back down, which is less than where we were on the 24th, and we're even lower than that now. So I'd say, based on that number, we're probably in the range of about 160 for the 7-day period. 160, maybe 150 to 160 is about where that number is going to be. So we keep seeing that trend coming down right now. And to be honest, let's be honest. Some of the process that we have now in Clark County in Washington is a little bit different than what we've had. Okay, now, in order to show you a home as a buyer, one, obviously we have to have the permission from the seller. That's never changed. However, sometimes some of the sellers are a little reluctant about it, okay? Number two, you have to be approved. You've got to go through that process with the loan officer and make sure that you're ready to buy a home, okay? The other process is you still have to observe social distancing, which means you got to be that 6 feet away from that person. And a big change is only 2 people are allowed in the house. Now the sellers have to leave, okay? And there's times in the past where the seller didn't leave and it was all right, we worked around it, but now the seller has to leave. The agent, your representative, and the one person can go into the house to view the home. Now the question is what if it's a couple? What if it's a husband and wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or their partners, wife and wife, husband and husband? That's okay. What has to happen though is one partner has to sit in the car, okay? And we can bring one into the house and then they come out and we swap. Okay, now we still have to respect the social distancing. So because of some of those things, we're seeing a little bit of a dip in what's going on with the current pendings, okay? And that's new homes that are going under contract. Now, when we look at the solds, remember the solds are contracts that went pending anywhere from 20 to 45 days to 60 days ago, and they're coming to that end of their timeline on the contract and they're getting ready to close. So we're seeing, so the number's kind of sticking there where it is, a little bit higher, just under 200, dips a little bit, dips a little bit. As you see though, we still have more closings, and that's a reflection of what we have over here with the pendings, okay? So that is just a reflection of that. When we look at what's coming soon on the market, right now, as a 30-day period, we've got about 70 homes that are coming soon. However, when you look at the 7-day period, we have less than 20. And what that means is that these are homes that are in the multiple listing service that are getting ready to come on to the market, okay? They're not there yet, okay? And there's a standard to that. There's a certain, it's 21 days, I do believe. I could be a little off on that, but it's up to 21 days that they could be in the coming soon status. So that's kind of what's going on in the Clark County area, okay? We've got a couple things, you know, it's, you know, listings are down a little bit. It's to be expected. We can meet with people face to face, but we also have to represent the social distancing. And for some people that you know, that might have compromised immune systems and everything else, they're slowing down on that. So that's what's going on in Clark County. Let's jump over to Oregon, the Portland metro area. Now what we're doing here is we're taking into the 3 counties of the Portland metro area, Clackamas, Washington, and Multnomah counties. And we're seeing some of the same effects here. Now, if we go back into February, we see the trend that's going up with the new listings coming on the market, okay? And that's a 30-day trend. Now, when we look at the 7-day trend and we go back to March 9th, we see that it kind of leveled out between those 2 weeks and it's steadily declined, okay? Now in the 3 counties, that's about 850 homes that have come on the market this past week. So we still have homes on the market, and we still have a process that we have to follow in Oregon as well. Pendings also is the same thing. So if you look at the 30 days, they're starting to come down also, but when you look at the 7-day trend, they're significantly coming down, okay? And what I mean by that is we're under 500 pendings for the past week. Now you say that's a lot of homes, and you know, to be honest with you, it's a good amount of homes. However, if you look back on the 16th, we were just at 1,000, okay? And remember, we're going into what has usually historically been the busier season, spring, summer. We're getting into that season where we would typically see more homes than this coming on the market and getting pending. Now, when we look over here at the solds, okay, it's kind of flattened out. Now, remember, this goes back to the pendings. We're over in this area here where it's, you know, the beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March, middle of March, and they're starting to close those homes, which were much higher. As we're going to see in the next 30 days, by the end of April, we'll start seeing the sold homes, which have closed, those will decrease. Now, something that we need to be aware of also, and there's a lot of speculation and there's a lot of things going on, whether you're in Portland or you're in Clark County, and I'm going to turn my screen share off because we got done talking about this. Whether you're in Portland or you're in Clark County or Washington, Oregon, wherever you are, it's even nationally, there are some changes that have been going on with financing. I've heard that some companies are doing what we call overlays, which means the FHA and the federal loan companies or Fannie and Freddie are saying this is what a loan is, and then an overlay would be this is what our loan company is going to do on top of that. So let's just say, as an example, FHA says a 620 loan. There are some companies that are saying they're so busy that they're doing a minimum credit score of 680 for a loan. There are also some additional fees that might come down the line. We don't really know. We also are seeing that, to be honest with you, interest rates are anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5, and they could be lower, they could be higher, and they're changing constantly. I was talking to Jevin Demench and Joel Coonrod, who was our preferred lenders, and they were telling me that one day last week they actually saw the interest rate change three or four times. So it's constantly going up, and we don't know where it's going. We don't know where it's going to land. So that's your update. I'm not a loan officer. I am a real estate agent. I'm a little casual today because it's stay at home. I'm a little casual, and I do apologize for that. But I also wanted to get you some information, let you know what's going on in the market right now. So Ken Rosengren at Lucido Global Team here in the Portland and Vancouver area. We just want to help you. If there's any questions that you have, you can text me or call me. My phone number is 360-609-0226, or my email will be in the post, and you can email me any questions that you have, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Remember, this is just my opinion. This is not, this is my opinion, and I'm basing it on facts that I'm generating. So everybody's going to have a different opinion of what's going on and how things are going. So if there's anything that we can do for you, please, please, please don't hesitate to call or text or email me. We're here to help you. We're here to give you some answers based on fact-based information, based on what the market is actually doing, and we'll go from there. You guys are amazing. Stay safe, stay healthy. You know, social distancing. Stay home when at all possible. And I'm going to ask one other thing too, is if you know somebody who needs help, please contact me. Whether they need something, maybe they need some, the big thing right now is toilet paper. If they need toilet paper picked up or some groceries picked up or something like that, please contact me. Send me a private message. This will stay totally confidential. And if I could help, I'll go pick it up. I'll go purchase a couple things for the person or people and drop it off. And, you know, just do it on the porch step and leave. But if there's something I can do to help anybody, please let me know. You guys are amazing. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay at home, and let's get over this hump. All right, guys? You guys have an amazing day. I appreciate you.